welcome to No Movies in Hell. I'm Chris Geiger.
I'm LaClaw Scott, and today we are reviewing All of Us Strangers.
This came out a while ago.
It did. Did it come out like late last year?
I think it did because wasn't it nominated for some stuff last year? Or in this Oscars?
Yeah, season? Maybe. Off the top of my head, I don't remember, but it might be.
When it came out, it looked interesting. The trailer looked interesting. One of the reviewers, you know how they put the reviews or like the trailer sometimes, and it said, beautiful and mysterious. And I thought, oh no, I'm not going to understand anything that's happening in this movie if the reviewer is saying it's mysterious. But I did think it was really interesting to watch. It did throw me off at first. I wasn't sure if he was crazy. Like, I know we're not supposed to say crazy, but I wasn't sure what was happening with him, with his mental health. Because he was identifying these people who were his same age, basically, as his parents.
Yeah.
And I was like, but they're going along with it. Is this something that like routinely happens? That they have this interaction with him and they've just come to like accept it or go along with it because they know that he has some mental issue. That's where I was like at the beginning. I was like, is that what's happening? I can't tell.
When I started to watch it and, you know, understanding that the main character is a writer, I was like, okay. And then it seemed like he was processing some trauma in order to get to a story. So I was like, okay, well, maybe this is one of those things where he's, having that sci-fi fantasy type of moment where he's reaching into something that he needs to process. And they were, you know, his parents effectively were kind of helping him through this story. And he was trying to do some storytelling. And then concurrently, it's like, oh, I'm meeting this person that lives in my building. They like me. And I want to bring these two worlds together. So I was like, oh, this is kind of like a Sixth Sense situation, but like not really. For me, the ending was just like, oh, wow, okay. It didn't really throw me for a loop because of the elements of isolation. But I was trying to figure out where the filmmaker was going with this in terms of like, oh, well, is this going to be part of the story that this main character is trying to tell and wants to articulate it and maybe some inspiration? Yeah, I was like, oh, this is interesting from a storytelling perspective and going along with it. And then I'm like, oh, this is kind of sad.
How do you feel about Paul Mescal now?
Nope. I literally was watching and I'm like, you can find him in Dime Square. So he's like Dime Square Paul for me, which is a neighborhood in New York that is below the Lower East Side, near Chinatown and below the Lower East Side. There's an area called Dime Square that's like Ludlow, East Broadway F train. That is Paul Mescal's area. And no.
All right. Well, if anyone's looking for a Paul Mescal lookalike, you know where to find him now, according to LaCroix. I did watch Carmen while I was out of town because it was available on Netflix for download, maybe.
Oh, okay.
The dancing, the choreography was impressive. I liked the fight scene, which was choreographed like a dance. So some of the visuals were interesting. Some of the visuals were seemed a little amateurish, though. I liked Paul Mescal in it. I thought he did a good job, but it wasn't a great story.
Is it like just a modern day interpretation of Carmen?
Is it? I don't know. At one point, I thought the dialogue is so, I don't want to say bad. I want to say it's very...
It left you wanting more.
It did. And I remember thinking while I was watching it, like, you know, they say dialogue is one of the hardest things to write. And this movie kind of makes that seem true. Some of the it had to be scripted that way. Like, there's no way somebody improv that themselves. They're just like,
Oh,
you know what? I don't think I could recommend that Stalker. Even though I think Paul Mescal did a good job.
I don't know. I got to meet this man. I'm just like, it just seems like he just shows up, and his characters really just don't change for me. I don't know. I don't see the appeal.
But you've only seen
Sorry.
him in
Just
this.
this movie, I guess. Yeah.
All of Us Strangers.
Because I walked out of Aftersun.
Right. Okay. So we'll have to find a good vehicle for him for you to watch it again. Watch him
Well,
again.
I guess if I wait a couple months, he'll be in Ridley Scott's Gladiator 2,
Oh,
which I didn't see the first one. So I got to do that. And then I'll hopefully see this one.
okay. Do we think that's going to be good?
I don't know. I was just thinking about that because Napoleon was just, I mean, I liked moments of Napoleon, but yeah, we'll see.
All right. All right. Well, good. I saw that you watched Madam Web too. I'm still going to try to get to that eventually, if it's depending on how long it stays out in theaters.
There are other things that we could watch.
Yeah. Do you have anything to plug in this episode?
Looking forward to the spring films that are coming out. Driveaway Dolls, I got to see. Probably see Dune 2 again in the movie theater before it leaves. Of course, in the next week, the Oscars are coming out. So we're doing that. We had our own Flame Awards, which we have a winner who I need to contact. Lots of really great things going on in entertainment. I feel like I never have anything to say.
So you know what? Sometimes I just cut this part out if we don't have anything. So
it's all good.
It's very abrupt. Those episodes are very abrupt. It's like, okay, I really like that movie. And thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next time.
It's okay. We just watch movies, so it's fine.
Yeah. I feel like most of the people who watch our episodes, like, and for a couple minutes, but then almost no one makes it to the end. So, well, thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.